refused to hand over my salary card. That was my crime. So my parents sued me. They dragged my ass to court, demanding a lump sum reimbursement for every single cent they spent keeping me alive. From the cheap cloth diapers I crapped in as a newborn to the 3 lousy dinners I ate at their place last month, they itemized everything. They wanted to go Dutch on my childhood. The grand total, $57,382.36. I thought the legal system would laugh these clowns out of the building. Who sues their kid for eating? But yesterday, the process server slapped a thick envelope in my hand. I called a lawyer in a panic. That's when I learned the truth. Hank and Brenda had filed a petition in Severance Court. I hung up and frantically Googled it. Severance Court, a specialized tribunal for toxic domestic disputes. Filing here means both parties agree to legally terminate all familial bonds. You leave as strangers. All sacrifices are quantified. All debts are settled in cash. The verdict is final, immediate, and binding. Once the gavel bangs, you are nothing to each other. The forums were sparse, but the few comments I found said one thing. The court is brutal, but fair. I doubted that. If it were fair, how could it entertain a lawsuit this insane? My phone buzzed. It was Brenda. Riley, you got the papers, didn't you? Her voice dripped with that smug cigarettes and cheap wine tone I hated. Once we step into Severance Court, every dime I spent on your ungrateful ass gets tallied up. You really think a fresh college grad like you can afford that? She didn't wait for an answer. If you don't pay, I'll garnish your wages. I'll destroy your credit score. You'll be living in a cardboard box within a month. Then came the pivot. Look, honey, just give me your debit card. I'll manage your money. I'll give you an allowance. Would your own mother steer you wrong? If you agree now, I can still drop the suit. I didn't hesitate. Go to hell. I landed a job paying $7,000 a month straight out of college. Brenda wanted full control. She offered to give me $1,500 back as allowance. She'd say, we fed you, clothed you, and put up with your shit for years. It's payback time. $1,500? In this economy? I'd starve. And I knew Brenda. If I gave her the card, I wouldn't see $1,500. I'd be lucky to see $500. The rest would go straight to my useless brother, Tyler. I'm not doing it, Brenda, I said, my voice cold. She exploded. I'm not stealing your money, I'm saving you from yourself. But fine, play the hard way. When the judgment hits with interest, you'll be paying us until you die. I stayed silent. I would rather owe a debt to a faceless bank than be a slave to these people for the rest of my life. I would rather let the court strip me naked than hand over my future to subsidize their golden boy. You ungrateful little bitch, she hissed. I should have left you at the fire station when you were born. Yeah, I whispered. I wish you had. I hung up, my stomach churning. Judgment day was coming. Case C-7342. Severance Court is now in session. The sound of the gavel didn't sound like wood on wood. It sounded like bone snapping. The judge sat high up, his face obscured by the courtroom's harsh clinical lighting. His voice was metallic, amplified by speakers that buzzed with static. Plaintiffs, Hank Miller, Brenda Miller. Defendant, Riley Miller. Do you understand that once this trial commences, all legal and ethical ties between you will be permanently severed? You will leave here as strangers. My parents, no, Hank and Brenda, glared at me from the plaintiff's table. They looked hungry. Your Honor, Hank spat, pointing a trembling, nicotine-stained finger at me. That girl is a leech. We don't want her anymore. She's dead to us. I should have swallowed her, Brenda muttered loud enough for the mic to catch. We want every penny back. I kept my head down, my fists clenched. I understand, Your Honor, Brenda sneered. Look at her, cold as ice. Animals treat their mothers better. I'm going to bleed you dry, Riley. Bang. Order. The